Hi, welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers, and this is the Vector. A couple of new things to show you. You'll notice that it is anodized. So this black finish is new for mid-2016. It's an anodized finish for a really nice classy look on the Vector. Of course, you can get the Vector on the website with no anodizing, with a light side scheme, or this is the dark side scheme. Also, the Vector now comes with the Crystal Shard version 3 from Plector Labs, which is an excellent mid-range sound card and a bunch of features that I'll show you in a moment. But this is how to use the saber. Blade goes in just like this. Blade retention screw just needs to be thumb tight to keep it from flying out and going through someone's window. Now, if the saber is in sleep mode, you just have to wake it up by pressing the activation button, and you'll hear the boot up sound, but this is awake, so the activation button fires up the saber, you get a bright blade. Of course, you can select your button color. These buttons are red. If I hit both buttons at the same time, this is a multicolor saber, so it will cycle through 10 different color presets that are programmed already into your Crystal Shard version 3. You've got reds, blues, greens, oranges, purples, yellow, so all the colors you could possibly want. Now, if you elected for a dedicated color saber, red, green, or blue, you'll get a slightly brighter blade, but then you won't have the ability to change colors. If you want a dedicated purple, there really isn't one. You have to get purple by having a multicolor saber anyways. So that's how to operate the saber. Of course, with the Crystal Shard version 3, you've got all the swing sounds, 16 different swings, 16 different clash sounds. You've got your blaster block sound and lockup. Each Vector saber with the Crystal Shard version 3 comes with 3 of my sound fonts, and of course you can also purchase sounds at saberfont.com and load up to 6 sound fonts on this saber. If you want instructions on how to go about doing that, just click here and I'll provide a link to a video that I did showing how to add sound fonts to your saber. Now, if you want to change the sound font that the saber is in, while it's awake like this, you just hold down the auxiliary button for a couple of seconds, and it boots up in the new sound font. Number 2 of 3. Hold down the auxiliary button again. Now it boots up in sound font number 3. So each of my Crystal Shard version 3 sabers comes with Bespin, 2, Hero, and Korriban. Those are the 3 fonts, and that's how to cycle between them. So the blade comes out. And when it comes time to change the battery, this saber is powered by a single lithium-ion protected battery cell. And to change it, here's all you do. You hold down with your thumb to take some pressure off the pommel, and you can unscrew the machined aluminum CoverTech button that slides into the belt clip, which is also an extra you can purchase. Once it's out, I always work over a flat surface so you don't lose anything. The pommel just slides off nicely, and then you can get access to the inside chassis, which slides entirely out of the Vector saber. Now, it can operate outside of the saber, but I don't recommend that you play around with it, because outside of the saber it's a little more fragile. Inside of the saber it's very stable and dual worthy. In order to change the battery, you just grip the saber around the middle there and pull on the ribbon, and the battery will pop out. You always want to make sure that you lay the ribbon across, otherwise it's very hard to get the battery out. You also want to make sure that the positive on the battery lines up with a little positive mark inside the battery holder. It's not supposed to work if you put it in backwards, but if it does make contact backwards, you would damage the sound card. So you always want to triple check, positive to the positive, pop the battery in, you'll hear the boot sound, it's ready to go. Then you simply slide it in and you line up the line up the switches in the switch hole, and then you slide the pommel back on. Now, if you're right-handed, you might want to go this way. If you're left-handed, you might want to go this way. We'll go right-handed. And this is really the trickiest part of the whole thing, is just get those holes to line up perfectly. And if you do, it's very easy to thread on the CoverTech button, and this saber is ready to go. Thanks again for watching.